Michael Van Ronkel here for HotCars again. Welcome back. It's Wednesday at SEMA, official day 2. I'm going to be curious to see how the crowds look so far. It's a little bit busier than yesterday, which is surprising. I've got another full day packed. There are entire areas of SEMA that I haven't even visited yet. There's the Wheel and Tire Expo, and I think there's another room in the West Hall. Well, now I wouldn't be doing SEMA right if I didn't at least geek out on wheels and tires a little bit. I'm here in the Wheel and Tire Expo, and I just picked the brain of a Cooper Tire product manager. We've got all of these different Cooper tires, from trucks to SUVs to off-roading, and she showed me some cool details of a couple new things they've got going on. One is they've come out with the Rugged Trek, which is fittingly on this Ram TRX. And these are supposed to look a little bit more hardcore than they actually are. She showed me some cool details where this little raised rubber portion is designed to reduce wind noise because the wind amplification, the wind sound can be amplified as it passes through these little channels. And then also, if you see really up close, the little round holes on there at the end of each sight are designed to reduce the appearance of wear and stress on the edge of the lugs here. So this is all to show that this kind of tire is more for someone who wants to look like they might go off-roading in their sweet Ram TRX, but really they mostly drive in town. But Cooper also knows that the enthusiast culture is blowing up, so they've got a Jeep with their most hardcore Discoverer ST Pro. And the fun detail on this is that this really is for people who are getting out there. And the interesting thing is it's got this sort of hinge thing going on here at the edge of the lugs, and that allows this tire to flex more easily when you air it down. They've reinforced inside the tire next to that little hinge point to allow you to cause less damage. They've also lined it with more Kevlar and fabric type things intercrossed to prevent punctures, and that's because they want this to be the real off-roading real deal. Here we've got one of the most highly anticipated custom builds here at SEMA. This is the Banks Power truck known as Lockjaw. It's actually sort of a rolling advertisement because Banks Power is going to start doing crate engines deliverable to the public. This one is a supercharged 6.6 liter Duramax diesel with a Whipple supercharger bolted on top, a gigantic set of radiators and intercoolers. It'll do a total of 850 horsepower. That's 650 normally, and then there's a NOS tank in the back. It's slammed on airbags. These custom wheels are designed by Banks himself, and they route air away from the engine bay and the brakes to help keep this thing running efficiently. It's a true sort of rat rod project, but the inside is basically spotless. Digital gauges. It's bagged. You can see the NOS, you can see the custom drive shaft. I believe that's a strange rear end. They haven't actually fired up the engine. They're hoping to get home, pull it out, put it on the dyno, and they're going to publish those figures because this is going to be the baseline. They're going to be selling up to 1350 horsepower in crate engines from diesels. And that's possible because they put in a custom camshaft that allows for a red line of 5,500 RPM, which is crazy high in a diesel engine. And this thing will eventually push about 30 PSI of boost or more. Right now, it's doing about 20. Wraps up second full day at SEMA Wednesday. I would definitely recommend taking more than one day to visit this show. It's gigantic, 1.7 miles long, on the inside of the convention center, so probably like more than 2 on the outside. I still feel like after visiting with all those cars and trucks today, I haven't seen everything. So I'll be back tomorrow. I did cut it short a little bit today because I've been invited to an after party at the Shelby American headquarters here in Las Vegas. And that's not exactly an invitation you pass up. In the meantime, please like this video, and as always, subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.